silver muffin dish.
Is that Donald Trump's car?
God, Patrick, shut up.
That's a wonderful suit. Don't tell me, let me guess. Valentino Couture.
Uh-huh.
Looks so soft.
Your compliment was sufficient, Louis. Hello, Halberstram.
Nice tie.
How the hell are you? Alan has mistaken me for this dickhead, Marcus Halberstram. It seems logical because Marcus also works at PNP and in fact does the same exact thing I do. He also has a penchant for Valentino's suits and Oliver Peoples' glasses. Marcus and I even go to the same barber, although I have a slightly better haircut. I got an 8:30 res at Dorsia. Great. Sea urchin ceviche.
Doors on Friday night. How do you swing that?
I think he's lying.
Is that a gram?
New card. What do you think?
Whoa. Very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this. That is really nice. Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think? Nice. Jesus. That is really super. How'd a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
I can't believe that Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
But wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. Raised lettering. Pale nimbus. White.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's card. Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God. It even has a watermark.
Something wrong? Patrick? You're sweating.
Yo, what's really going on? NPC the game live, Taiwan, coming from you live from Taiwan. The real District 13. How's it going? Good evening, good afternoon, good day. What's going on, Rach? Rachel, good to see you. How's this full moon treating you? It's been very auspicious. A lot of things have been coming to the light that were hidden previously. Not only in career, but also family life and shit. Of course, YouTube. YouTube's always changing. Like one day away from YouTube seems like a week away from the squish reality. So much stuff has happening all the time. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me clear. Let me know how this day for you or evening, depending on where you're at in the world, is treating you right. Isn't that interesting how we say, how's the world treating you? But really, it's probably the other way around, you know? Good. That's good. It's treating you nice. Yeah. As it should. Because when we're dealing with this full moon or any full moon, emotions can get high pitched, out of whack. Or, I mean, if you're used to that energy, if you're like a Cancer or resonate with that energy, you will definitely feel at home. Emotionally charged. A lot of us, we get emotionally worked up over people, and we think it's them, but I think what we're actually doing is probably projecting something inside of us that normally we push down in order to get through the day, right? That's probably why folks get so triggered. It's because they literally, when they see something in someone else that stands out, it's because it's in them, most likely. Or it used to be in them and they're longing for it again. It's much easier to call out a negativity in somebody else than actually address it in yourself, take accountability. Because nobody wants to take an L. I won't say nobody. Look at these statements I use. Nobody. Well, it's just how we talk. Folks don't want to take an L because, fuck it, I'll just say me, I'll be transparent. I don't want to take an L because it shows that I have something that I need to work on. And in this day of being the best, presenting the best version of yourself to folks, we tend to idealize ourselves in a way that's sometimes unrealistic. And in doing that, it takes you away from what's really going on in the present. And what's really going on in the present is real life. That's the moment. That's the nirvana I think that people are chasing. Just being in this damn, being in the zone is actually just being here in normal, mundane reality. Though it has a significant effect. I bet. Man, I think I was a jerk yesterday. I was ragging on my son a little too hard. He seems so mature to me that I forget he's only 6 years old. You know? Me just playing to me could be like a totally different world in his way he's looking at things. I mean, these little guys and girls, they're learning how to process their information through their emotions. And they may be smart and be able to regurgitate information that they learn from school or from their parents or their peers. But when it comes down to it, that emotional EQ is something that they're striving to figure out, you know? And I see it here in the YouTube, because that's what I spend a lot of my time lately. Ultra sensitive beings out here wanting to pretend that they got it all together. We spend so much time trying to hold up this fake idea of what we think we are, what we think other people want to hear. But once you start to kind of realize that that way of being is not serving you, it's easy to fully be in the moment. Yeah. And this full moon, it got me to thinking about the first time I left the wilderness of North America, took an international trip. I went to a couple countries. It was my girlfriend at the time. We went to first we took a 14-hour flight from San Francisco to Hong Kong. That flight was ridiculous. It was long. You're like, no shit. It was long. It was super long, and on that flight, I got a lot of chance to be in my discomfort of not really enjoying flying, because you're up there so high, you're not in control, and there's nothing you can do about it really except sit there, right? And even sitting there, your mind can go a million places. And our mind is going a million places regardless of if we're flying 30,000 feet or if you're in your car, sitting there listening to the stream. But being up there in a place where you feel uncomfortable and you can't, there's no way out, definitely makes you see what's really going on with you and how to push through uncomfortable situations. That's the thing. Like, now I think about it, me not really enjoying flying and being uncomfortable and being literally scared, thinking the worst. Makes me to think, why do I think the worst? I think the worst sometimes off the bat as a way to, like, kind of soften the blow if something does happen, right? But fuck, a lot of these situations that I or you or us like worry about and think about the worst case scenario, that shit has barely any probability of happening, really. Yet we tend to dwell on it, you know? And all that does is put you in a place where when you look at the situation, you're literally in a comfortable, well, unless you have first class or business class, you're in a comfortable spot. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to work a job you don't like. You don't have to listen to somebody's nagging you. You don't have to. You can just throw on the headphones and zone out, take a nap, watch a movie or whatever. But fear and having an unrealistic view on what's really going on in your reality at the moment can take you weird places, man. And in that flight I had, that 14-hour flight, I think it was over Japan, kind of like before we got to Hong Kong, that's when I started to kind of flip out. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. My heart was beating fast. I started sweating. Mind started racing, thinking the worst, even worse again. It is a heart attack. What the hell's going on? Which probably couldn't happen because I was like, I think it was in my early 30s. I didn't know what was going on. And by the time I got to Hong Kong, my nervous system was shattered, and I was just happy to be on the ground, you know. Which is very ironic because I love to travel to far places. However, I don't like the process. I didn't like the process. Right. Come to find out, the process is being in the process is most of the present moment. What we're doing, we have all these goals and stuff, and our ideal versions of ourselves we want to be. When we're thinking about when we get there, how's it going to be? That we ain't even not only enjoying the process, but we're not even in the process. Our mind's somewhere else. The mind is very powerful. So by the time I got into Hong Kong, I was just so happy to be there that I forgot about those. What I didn't know at this time were actually probably a panic attack on the plane. So I did my thing in Hong Kong. We did our thing in Hong Kong. Went to the. Funny enough, we stayed at the YMCA because I guess they have at some YMCA's they had rooms and stuff like a hostel type of shit. But we had our own private room, so we stayed there. And what's going on? Who's that? Oh shit, there's people here. Besides Rach, what's up, baby? What's going on, Joe Cool? How you doing, OG? Comment from Joe Cool. You're not in control of a roller coaster, but they're great. Exactly. Yeah. That's. Thanks for bringing me back to the point. What's going on, Shifty One? What's going on, bro? They love that. They're surfing, right? Yeah, they're not in control. We're not in control of the roller coaster, but they're great, right? That's the thing. Like, I'm sitting in that plane when I was over Japan and I was tripping. I wasn't in control on the plane over 30,000 people. I'm never in control for the most part. It's like being a flat, be this Earth being a flat, infinite plane that goes on forever, or a round sphere spinning in the sky of the void of space. Either way, that's a trip, right? You ain't in control of what's really going on. Who's the I anyway? That isn't or is in control too. That's another way to look at it too. Even to go deeper and a finer moment of when you're tripping out, it's like, I feel so scared. I feel so anxious. I feel so nervous. But who or what is the I are we referring to? Think about that, and you'll probably get out that fear for a second. And your fear will turn into bewilderment and more questions that gets you out of that moment. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Bex? The paddle versus blood sports debate. What's up, fool? And I'm being fooled with as a term of endearment. Yeah. Yeah. So all in all, going to Hong Kong was cool because that was the first time I was really out of the country. I don't even think I went to Mexico at that point, coming from California. But going to Hong Kong really opened up my paradigm, my reality of what the world is, and changed what I thought it was. So we hit up the night markets, my girlfriend at the time, Andrea, and saw some interesting things. Got a lot of swag, meaning like bootleg concert t-shirts. She got a whole bunch of bags and stuff. Had some cool food. Those went to those Cantonese diners. Had some what the fuck did we eat out there? Fucking Hong Kong food. I can show you, but better than I can tell you. So we stayed there for a couple weeks, for 5 days, and it was off to Thailand, right? Thailand, okay. As it is when you got off the plane in Hong Kong, the humidity was insanely thick, and then I only had experienced humidity like that when I went to Orlando, Florida, to Disney World for the first time a couple of years before. Because as a California boy, yeah, we don't know what humidity is. We just got that dry heat when it's hot. If we do have heat, living in Northern California, that nice natural air conditioning of the San Francisco Bay flows in the afternoon to cool everything off. Real cool water. So we went off to Thailand. From Hong Kong was maybe about 3 or 4 hour flight, which I got nervous again, and ended up flying into Bangkok, and that shit was like an oven, even hotter. And not only that, so dense with people that I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know what was going on. It was insane. Never had a really weird anxiety about being around a lot of people, but that place having so many people really did a number on me, right? Because they have like just in that city alone, they have, I think it's like 20 million people or something like that. Something crazy. Yeah. But it was an experience. That's what got me to thinking my time in Thailand, seeing the temples, the king's palace, because they love their kings out there. The king out there. The king's palace with the stories of the Hindu wars from the Rig Vedas, of the monkey king and the demon king and the human king, getting after it on the walls, on the palace walls, seeing the reclining Buddha, seeing people living in literally a restroom. Family is so poor out there, some spots. But then they call it the land of smiles. Everyone's smiling. Not everyone's smiling, but people were kind. I didn't hit up any of the sex tourism stuff, just spent time hitting up the temples and exploring and shit. It was pretty cool. But this dim sum, yeah, that's right. Hong Kong has this crazy dim sum. This is Asia, an interesting section of the globe. It definitely is. And then this is what we experienced, something like we experienced over there. And I dropped the link. People want to chill. Not chill, panel hop. But if you want to add something to the discussion about your travels, come up and share, especially if you've been to Thailand or Asia. So let's get after this. GTA 6 Thailand. Living color. It was a experience, definitely an experience in Thailand. land of scooters and motorcycles. And I assume like prostitutes too. The working girls is literally just sitting in lawn chairs, beach chairs, posted. As you see, there's even foreign women there working. Africans, a whole bunch of Africans literally got deported from the Thai last week. A lot of European people there, Indian people. Absolutely, thank you, Panelverse. Appreciate that, bro. Getting better and better every day. Hey man, you're a real one. I feel you. I gotta take my dogs for a walk in a little bit as well. Appreciate you. Always a pleasure to see you. Panelverse, Blood Sport, Debate Network. Shout out to Canada. Donate to your local live musician. That's literally the ultimate bringing sand to the beach, literally and figuratively. In Thailand, bringing your girlfriend or wife here. I had the girlfriend experience in Thailand. I brought my girlfriend there. Yo. What a wonderful place to be in your ear, Crazy Mama. Always a pleasure. Just walk with me. We're just going for a walk, you know? Well, Dimitri Show, if you love me so much, bro, come up and take a walk with me in Thailand. Nah, you don't have to. I understand if you don't, but it would be cool. It's been a minute, been too long. I know, me too. I'm literally like that. But I have the wire one. I haven't been using my wireless ones, so I'm literally plugged in. Look at that. Oh yeah, us in Thailand would be dangerous for sure. Netherlands and America, Thailand. We were somewhere around Bangkok when the drugs began to take hold. Funny how prostitution is not legal in Thailand, yet it seems to fuel the economy. Always got to be connected. What is that about? FOMO, fear of missing out, huh? We want total coverage. I haven't seen one Thai man talk to a Thai woman. This is the epitome of interracial dating / business exchange. They need a better way out. They come to the city to work their magic. What stands out when you see this walkabout, chat? Yeah, I'm glad you said that. You said, Crazy Mamas, I enjoy seeing streams like this, seeing other places. It's very surreal and cerebral, easy on the mind. Yet you're taking in so many new things. Oh my god, you saw Peony? Right there? It's all you, bro. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, we can. Unless you wore a little fanny pack or something. Put your device in there. Yeah, old dirt white dudes, yeah. I call them dusty. Not just white dudes, but a lot of expats are dusty as hell. Trying to reinvent themselves. Yeah. Dirty. I love how they have the chairs out for them. BBW. They got something for everybody there. Beautiful. All white dudes are dusty. Pretty much anyone that's stagnated is dusty. There was a minute there, a time period not too long ago where I was using that word constantly. There we go. Some African working women. What are we doing? What comes next? Shout out to Gary Baxter in the house. Satan's Dusty, Powder Dusty, the channel. Who's gonna monetize first? NPC the Game Live or the Powder Dusty channel? We're pretty close. He's at 410. I think we're at 426 subs. He's at 500 hours to monetization and eligibility. We're at about 700 hours. It's going to be close. The race is on, you're right. Every race has a beginning and an ending. We're in the middle of it. I've seen mostly Indians or Fijians and maybe I don't know, Eastern or Western Europeans. A lot of hunchback white dudes. Couple African dudes. Yeah. Just standing there. It's a theme I've seen in a lot of these walkabout videos. Women just standing there waiting to be chosen. What's the alternative, you think, of them doing what they do in their country to make a living? Selling food, cleaning houses. Look at these guys. Weed is still legal in Thailand, but I think they might be changing that up soon. The market has been saturated. Come in from shift. I think they need to get to 500 for these. Yeah, you do. 500 and then 1,000. No. 3,000 hours watch. Everyone grow those auto cans and some up to, yeah. Not that I have any. Yeah. We limit our trolling. I hear that. You gotta have a burner. It's kind of sad. You mean like the optics? I mean, if the women, one thing if they like their job, their sex work, but if they don't like it and they have to have sex with these type of men, I would assume that it would be hard to show up to work every day. You think your job is bad? You have your boss in your ear? Or just even having a boss? Having to show up at a certain time? Look at these women. Look what they're dealing with. Shout out to them, huh? Get a better life. Hopefully. Doing what you have to do. Yeah, it's mostly ladies in the night. You know? That's all I'm seeing. I couldn't do that, to be honest. Yeah. What's the main reason why you couldn't do it, crazy mama? I would have assumed because the people that you're working with are kind of disgusting, I hear. They're dusty, as we said earlier. But what if they were so-called Chads and Tyrones? Would that make a difference? Respect for yourself. I see that. I heard that. Because that is sacred. Sex is a sacred thing. A special thing. An important thing. Some of us just don't give it away to everybody. Yeah, that's pretty harsh. Yeah. Yeah, probably always find a way to not go that direction. There's probably women in Thailand that are maybe would clean up at this job, but they're the same way as Crazy Mama. They wouldn't want to compromise their soul. They wouldn't want to compromise their soul or integrity. It's my soul, right? What is your soul? What is your soul? Is it all the accumulation of your life experiences? All your memories, your feelings? If you go there, is it not only this life, but other lives? What is your soul? If with anything like Taiwan, I would think the jobs are, like I said, food service, because you can have a food cart and sell food on the street. You don't need a license per se. Like housekeeping, maybe factory work. That's what we're talking about. If you live in a dictatorship, most likely not. Yeah, Thailand is I wouldn't call it necessarily a dictatorship, but their monarchy does definitely have a lock on this country in a friendly way. It's a friendly dictatorship. What's up, dope? OTW live in the house. Winner of the NPC The Game 2024 Panelverse Most Innovative Live Streamer. Well deserved. Well deserved. It's me, it's morals, etc. Yes. That's your soul. I like that morals in there. Morals. The book by Albert Pike, the Masonic Mason. Scott is right. Morals and dogmas. Morals and rules. I like having morals into the souls because, like I was said earlier, usually I think about the souls related to experiences and memories that we accumulated, but morals too, because that's something that you could take with you wherever you go, be it another life or another galaxy when you're traveling, or another dimension. Take your morals. That's important. It seems as though this aeon we're living in has been subjugated with the Crowleyan doeth thy will, do whatever you want, which to me doesn't really leave a place for morals if you think like that. But morals separates, oh dare I say, the degenerates from the non-degenerates. Yeah, degenerating, getting lower. Could you send me one of those girls over to Canada? Well, why don't they make a stop here in Taiwan? I'm sure OTW, if you went on one of these apps and talked to them, you probably could cut out the middleman and have her come over to Canada, she'd be more than happy to experience our great friend to the north. Yeah. Your feet getting tired yet? We don't got too much more to walk. Walk with me. Ethical morals, yeah. Morals. Meaning. Morals, a lesson that can be derived from a story or experience. Standards of behaviors, principles of right and wrong. A lesson that can be derived from stories or experiences. Yeah, what is the moral of the story? And your story is your life, your narrative. The story is your narrative. You are the star of your story that I'll always tell. Next time when you come to the beach, wear flip-flops. Don't wear sneakers. Don't do that. Oh, man. No moggers. Mogger. Male of the group. Male alpha of the group. No. Man, everyone seems to be reinventing themselves when they come down here. They may not have been gotten a very noticed much where they're from, but now they probably get a lot of attention. Oh, what's good, bro? How's it going? Good to see you, man. What's good, NPC Wrestling Gaming? Hey, that's good people right there. Resto Chesto, man. Happy New Year, man. You ever been to Thailand or Asia? Or where do you like to go to travel? And you know what? Under the Sagittarius lit, going places overseas, it doesn't have to just be physical. Going overseas can be a trip that you have in your mind that takes you far away from what you're used to. Thinking about a past memory or thinking about the future that's totally different than where you are right now in the present. We got a little quiet time right here. Let that sink in right now. I'm inviting you all to the Discord, Hyperspace Discord, for a tryout. Good people, good conversation. Interesting information in the Discord and how to level up on this tier of reality. So it's right there. Have a look of our. You're more than welcome to have a tryout at our Discord, Hyperspace Discord. We're just walking, man. On this infinite plane. So I was reading yesterday that Ernest Hemingway was saying that when you're writing something, when you stop to take a break, always take your break when you have more to write. Don't stop writing. Don't stop your writing session until, like, if you don't have anything you want to write about. No, have some in the tank. That's a theme for this coming Lunar New Year that we're experiencing in a couple weeks. Always leave something in the tank. Go for your walk when you still have ideas in your head about where the story is going to go next. Nah, this is a friend's footage. Yeah. It's my footage now. It's our footage. Hey, panelists, I'm glad. I'm glad you joined the Discord. Beautiful. That's what I was hoping you did that. Yeah, OT, Thailand's a cool place. I don't know if you've been there. Well, have you been there? The land of smiles. Yeah, it's been a good walk so far. I think it has. We started off talking about flights overseas with Rachel. Being anxious about not being in control, being 30,000 feet up in the air. Going to new places like Hong Kong and Taiwan and Thailand. Yeah. Yeah. Where are you going to go next? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Shout out to Crazy Mama Shift, OTW, Panelverse Drama, Gary Baxter, you know. Our new friend. No Chaser in the house. Fucking dope ass name. No Chaser. Yeah, let us know where you going, man. Mexico. Mexico's as far as you've been. Yep. I heard that. Mexico. Oh, Mexico. Yeah. What'd you think? You enjoy it? Yeah, last time I went down there was Cancun on a pre-anniversary trip. Yeah, that's weird. We went there before he got married. That's where my mom's people's from. Matter of fact, I have a great great grandfather who was the president of Mexico in the early 1900s. Cool shit, huh? Right? Really cool shit. Now we're here in Taiwan. How about that? How about that? How about that? Whole new country. Whole new era. Yo, vengeful. Good to see you, the vengeful truther. Yes, sir. Taiwan. Yeah, man. Thailand, man. Yes, sir. Buddy. The land of smiles. Yo, no chaser. You got to get out there. Japan. Oh, man. We got footage in Japan for sure. Japan, last time I was out there, we were in Okinawa, which is kind of like Taiwan, where I'm at right now. Except they drive on the other side of the road. Yeah. Okinawa's a cool place. For you truthers out there, that's the place where the author Grant Hancock, he did a lot of whatchamacallit. He did a lot of research scuba diving and in Okinawa, Japan, which is the southernmost part of Japan with an island chain. They found remnants of maybe giants or some type of civilization under the water there, where the stones were like of the steps of this palace. They got to be damn near like each step was like 15 feet or 20 feet. It's ridiculous, some of the footage he shot. So there's really something going on over there. Some people think in that area up there, which is northeastern Taiwan, that may be one of the sites that Plato's Republic was talking about when they were talking about the lost city of Atlantis. But there's a couple places out there in the world where people assume that they're talking about Atlantis, you know? Yeah, shout out to Grant Hancock, right? I saw that comment, Vengeful Truther, about salute to Graham Hancock, and then we said, in the land of the lady boys. That's funny, huh? Yeah. So, yeah, if you can get out there, no chaser, to Japan, I think you would like it. It's cool. Taiwan's a good spot because it used to be colonized by Japan and has a lot of influence of Japan from the culture, in terms of food, the infrastructure. Like we got a lot of our sanitation system and reservoir system because of the Japanese occupation of Taiwan in the early 1900s. But the food is big out here. Like you can get sushi, Japanese quality for probably damn near, or used to be like half the price. Now the yen is down, so that's why a lot of people are traveling to Japan. It's a good time to travel to Japan. Their money is down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We are not down. We're up. We're upbeat here. You know. Shout out to the chat rocking with me. Maybe some of these comments. Oh, just said, I want tea. Good to see you, fam. Let's see. Hit the dab like that, my friend. Oh, yeah, she was fine. Some friends. Yeah. The panel versus Bloodshot. Andrew's crew hasn't realized all I've been doing is what he preaches, and then I record it to show. There ain't from this person taking down corpse. Yeah. I don't know. If are you getting your clips from behind the paywall? I don't know. I have to say though, it's very interesting to watch those Wilson debates. You know, I ain't perfect. I heard that. W's in the chat. I really have low. I lost jobs because I said no to sniffing powder, then exposed it. Damn, like that. Uh-huh. This guy, he says I need to get out of there. Vengeful Truther, you need to get out of there, bro. China may invade you this year. China's been threatening to invade since 1949, ever since the KMT National Party lost the war and retreated to the island of Taiwan, 100 miles east of mainland China. It's been like this forever. It's just that we're living in a world of social media and 24/7 news cycles. That news cycles are just, bro, every 5 minutes So, yeah, there's threats all the time. People live their lives here, though. Ain't no big whoop. Don't get me wrong. You're right. It could happen not this next year. It could happen right now, but it isn't. It hasn't. I mean, we got those semiconductors rolling. If that's happening, China ain't gonna do shit probably, right? Plus, they don't have the capability militarily wise yet. They can fuck with the United States and the coalition of the willing. They ain't got the aircraft carriers yet. They got the numbers, but regardless of what people think about the U.S., it's still the biggest gun in the whole world right now. So I think we're good. Even though technically the United States can't say they're going to defend Taiwan, but most likely they would because they have a lot of interest here with what's really going on. Yeah. Yep. Oh, chat legend right here. The Raising Patriot, 1776. Oh, man, I've seen him everywhere. He said he's taking them from behind the paywall. He's a scammer, the Panelverse. Dude is nothing but high school drama. Okay. Damn. And the Raging Patriot, 1776, he does, I'll just say he's a dude. He does, and his words carry weight up in this Panelverse, all of the above sector. Shout out to Glenn Lawrence and them. Thanks for the share. Let's see. Yeah, he is. The TRP is not a yeah, he's a legend. Shadow Buddha, shouts out to him. Yeah, we see you in there. We be talking about your comments are pretty good. Excellent comments. Shout out to the mods. The Vengeful Truther, I know that there's a lot of variables, but still, it's still getting more possible. Are you not from the United States? Yeah, of course. I'm from California, Bay Area. Put this back up. Yes, I'm from California. Yeah. Definitely every day. But what are you going to do, We could. I mean, if something does happen, I'll act accordingly. Contingency plans are there and whatnot, But, yeah, I got family here, man. We're good. We're the type of folks that, I wouldn't necessarily say we're nomadic, but we've lived many places. And we probably will move many other places. At this point, Taiwan has home base. Yeah. I appreciate the concern, though. Time to come home. Yeah, just bugging. You got a place for me, huh? I be refugee all-star. Yeah. No, I feel you. Most likely, I'm gonna probably move back for a little bit in a couple years, right before my son starts junior high. He's only in first grade right now, killing it, doing good. Dude, he just had a final. They have finals for first graders here. He got like 91. English, Chinese, mathematics. What else do they got? Health. Like, it's wild out here. They were doing like practice tests for a month. First graders. I'm out here in the Mitten State, Michigan. Shout out to Michigan right there. In the Great Lakes. Oh, my homie out there from Lansing, Scotty McKay. Yeah. I was so happy when he moved to what came to our school over there in Santa Clara, California, at the Catholic school. We finally had a point guard. I was the center. Yeah, we needed a point guard. Scotty McKay, bro. Ended up going to Jesuit high school with me, and then he ended up going to the military Air Force Academy, killing it as a slot back, kick returner, running back. Shout out to Scotty. I think last time I heard, he's like an investment banker over there in New York. Shout out to the McKays over there. from Michigan. His mom used to teach magic over there at Michigan State. Reading comprehension. Shout out to the British Columbia homies for sure. And our friends in Montreal, OTW on the east side. We can't can stay there. Yo, I feel you, man. We can have like a compound, have our families get together, prepare for as we surf the apocalypse, right? I feel you, bro. Same here, bro. You're always welcome. You're on the front line. I don't know if I'm coming out there to Taiwan. Yeah. Living dangerously. It's cool though. Like literally when I'm teaching my classes around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., probably 5 p.m., 5:30, I hear these F-14s going over my classroom every day, patrolling the skies, keeping us safe, right? Because here Taiwan's so dense, the military bases are a lot of times the Air Force bases are attached to the commercial airports and whatnot. So yeah, those planes are flying overhead all the time. Yeah. But it's an experience, you know. You only live once unless you're a Buddhist. You'll hit the mountains for sure. Yeah. Be like that the sheik and the mountain with their harems, right? And assassins. Yeah. Compound in the mountains. I love it. I'm gonna use that vengeful truther. Compound in the mountains. Yeah. Come get us, yeah? You gotta get that position up on that leverage up top like that. Yeah. Yeah. Man, this YouTube community is pretty fun. I like it. We're doing our thing, huh? Let's do it. Man. So we're going to go somewhere tomorrow to reminiscing. And to run it back to reset the broadcast, this is GTA 6 Thailand. Right? It's been something, man. Musing about trips overseas, fear of flying, and lack of control. But as the great Joe Cool said earlier, we go on a roller coaster and you're not in control. You're having fun. Who's really in control? Be it you're 30,000 feet up or on your ground, feet on the ground with your head up at the stars. That's up to you to find out. Yeah, we got good people for sure. We're doing big things, right, Vengeful Truther? Yeah. Just with all the chaos that's happening, all the bliss that's happening, be aware that we're living in auspicious times. They say the old Chinese proverb, I'll say Americanese proverb, is shall you live in interesting times, and we are. At Crazy Mama Afternoon. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Crazy Mama, holding me down, making me laugh, making me feel good while she's vibing to us, listening as we walk about Pattaya, Thailand. Yeah. What up, cuh? Hell yeah, cuh. The community. This is what we deem the all of the above sector. The community. Yeah, I think today's going to be, it already is a good day. It's early. It's 5:30, 24 a.m. Time to go to the gym, get it done. But like I said, we're living in great times. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be afraid, baby. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be afraid, girl. Bye.